Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new luxury hot topics video. I'm filming this in the morning because I have to go to work. I was filming these hot topics in the car, but I decided to film it here in the lady lair and then I'm going to work for the day. So let's get into this hot topics video. Now, I did a sticker on my Instagram. Some of you responded. I'll read out some of the answers because the hot topic we're talking about today is gifting and luxury hauls. Like, should influencers say something is gifted if it's in a luxury haul or a luxury unboxing? Okay, and then we'll go through some of the questions and then I'll explain like why I was inspired to bring up this topic. The responses to my sticker. Okay, one of the Glamazons said, you should always be honest and state what pieces were gifted to you and from where. It's shady not to. Okay, so I did the sticker because it was in response to something which I had put on Instagram, which was something that I saw. I watched it was like a luxury haul video, but it wasn't from a luxury influencer. It's not a luxury vlogger. The person's a fashion vlogger, and they post like a wide range of brands of different price points. So it's not a luxury channel. I don't even really remember the person's name. It just came up on my feed. I just watched it. So in the haul, the influencer, beg your pardon, was saying that some of the pieces were PR and some pieces were purchased themselves. But the influencer did not state which pieces were PR. And some people were commenting saying, you should say what's PR. And I was like, oh, this is like really cool style. Really enjoyed the pieces in this video. But yes, I would like to know what is PR and what's not PR. And it was really interesting to see the reasoning for why the influencer didn't post the pieces as PR and what was purchased with one's own money. And the reasoning was, the influencer was saying that all of the brands in the haul were brands that she loved and had bought previously anyway. So that's why she didn't say if it was PR or not, even though there were pieces in the haul that were PR. Now, this was really interesting to me because I still think you have to say if it's PR or not. And I'm saying this as someone who has a marketing business. You really do need to say if something is PR, for sure. So the comment from the first Glamazon was, like I said, you should always be honest and state what pieces were gifted to you and from where. It's shady not to. Yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely shady. It's also misleading, and I think it can be super confusing as well, because I think people watching are not understanding which pieces you bought with your own money. Particularly for me, I watch a lot of influencers in the hair space and the wig space. I watch a lot of wig influencers, hair influencers, influencers who post about like healthy hair and things like that. If they send something in PR, I don't want them to pretend that they bought it or give me the impression, hey guys, here are a bunch of products I bought for hair and wigs, but I'm not going to tell you what's PR, The next comment from another Glamazon was, definitely should share PR versus what they bought. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to say it. I mean, imagine if I'm just speaking out loud. Imagine if I come back from Paris, right? You know that all of my luxury hauls, every haul and unboxing I've ever done, which are not many, and I have a playlist, I will always state like what I bought. I mean, I bought it with my own money. Me for sure, I bought it with my own money. Okay, whenever I buy things, I bought it with my own money. Now imagine I come back from Europe and there's like a piece in there which doesn't really go with the flow of the other items, which you're gonna know I bought with my own money. Imagine I don't say that it's PR. I think that would hurt my credibility with the Glamazons for sure. It definitely needs to be stated, it needs to be said. The next comment from a Glamazon is, no, but I automatically assume people are lying on the internet. Obviously she should disclose, but either way, I don't really care. I mean, I get what you're saying and stuff, but I have to say, I do think it's super important for people to say this. And the reason for that is because these videos perform so well, and I think it can become a very murky kind of space if the person doesn't want to say what's PR and what's not. Now, the reason why many influencers don't say is because engagement goes down and people don't want to click on the gifted links, like whatever's gifted. Now, when I used to do a lot of this like brand marketing work with influencers a few years ago. I used to do a lot of it, so I'm very familiar with this space. And when I was doing this work, some influencers are just sent a gifted piece and they're not paid anything to receive the item. Influencers who have a much bigger following are paid a fee and they're sent a free product to post it on their Instagram, their TikTok, and their YouTube channel, etc. Now, with influencers, I think one of the things is a lot of people are thinking about like, how can I encourage like my audience to shop my links and buy things? Well, if I tell my audience that something is gifted, they're not going to want to click on the link. And that is a general thing. Like once people know something's gifted, people don't want to click on it. And I think it's because people want to know what someone bought with their money. People don't want this idea of a brand sending a present and then the person's like, oh well, that they just sent you a gift because you're an influencer, so why do I want to know more about that thing that you got for free that I have to pay for? And this was like a problem when I would work with brands, and they would like tell me like, how can we get the influencer to highlight that it's gifted, and but at the same time get people to click on the links. A few years ago when I was doing this work, there wasn't that much regulation about what influencers and bloggers should say. Today, there's a lot of this regulation. I don't do this work anymore. And it was a huge challenge for brands. Like, how do we get them to say something's gifted, but at the same time, like get their audience to click on things? So I think that there are two issues here. First of all, my opinion is like, I feel like influencers and bloggers are providing labor and doing work. And maybe because it's about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, travel, and hair, maybe some people feel like, well, you know, you're talking about these glossy topics, so whatever, you know? But it's still work, it's still labor, and they deserve to be compensated for their time. But and I know you might be like, well, you have a YouTube channel, you have a page, so maybe you want to flog items to us as well. That's why you're saying that. That's a cynical point of view, but it's okay. I have links periodically. I don't have affiliate links at the moment on my YouTube page because I'm changing providers, and that's something I'm going to sort out in the new year. But obviously, even on my YouTube page, I have written in the description like some links are affiliate links, okay? Now, I understand that's a cynical point of view, but I'm not bothered by that. Now, at the same time, I do think it's important for influencers and bloggers to highlight very, very clearly. So, for example, if someone's doing like a luxury haul or luxury unboxing, they should, like, let's say the person's unboxing something from Big C. Oh, by the way, Chanel sent this to me. Chanel sent me this, or this was gifted by Chanel. This is a gift from Chanel's PR team. It really needs to be like that. Because I think just being like, okay, well, I'm unboxing this big gift from Big C or from Dior or Fendi, but not stating that you were sent it, it is murky and you're not being clear that you were sent something, which I think is important. So while people should be paid for their labor and work, at the same time, it's important to be very clear about what was gifted and what wasn't. So I think the key problem here is like the lack of engagement once people say that this is gifted. Another thing which I have noticed that this happens often is, and I see this on luxury channels often, is when there's like a luxury unboxing and there are gifted items in the haul and it is alluded that it's gifted, but it's not stated directly that it's gifted. But because of the name of the brand or the company that works with luxury vloggers a lot, people can deduce easily that it's gifted. Again, you should just say very clearly that you received it as a gift. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, it's still labor, it's still work. People deserve to be compensated for making these videos and creating content and things like that. I don't think anyone who watches this channel would be annoyed that a luxury vlogger is getting a check for doing a sponsored video. I personally don't have a problem with it. Again, you could say I'm a little bit biased. I don't have a problem with it as long as the influencer or vlogger is upfront that they're being paid, okay? Or they're being paid because of sponsorship, or they received a gift. And even then, if someone received a gift, me personally, I always assume that they were paid. Not all influencers who receive gifted items are being paid for those gifts. Not everyone is, but many people are. So the question here is like, how transparent should people be? I think it's enough to write the information in the description, but I think also some of you are telling me you listen to my videos as podcasts. You also need to say it as well in the video. You don't need, like, you definitely need to say it, particularly if there are a lot of items and some pieces are gifted and some pieces aren't. You have to say the pieces that are gifted, for sure. You know, we know luxury companies give vouchers. I don't have a problem with that. I would take a voucher if any of the luxury e-commerce girls want to give me a call, but I would definitely say, hey guys, I got a voucher for this. Like, I'm coming up in the world, but I did get a voucher for this. And then I would highlight the pieces that I had purchased with the voucher, because I think you need to be transparent, you know, for sure. So let me know what you think about this one. I cannot wait to read your comments. Thanks to everyone who did the sticker. I thought it was really interesting reading your responses. It just feels like misleading. It feels like, you know, the person's kind of creating a narrative, but it's not, you know, correct. Anyway, you don't have anything to worry about with me. All of the things I'm going to purchase in Paris and Berlin on this trip will be with my very hard-earned Tanzanian shillings, honey. So you don't need to worry. I don't need to say anything because it'll very much be my money. So I hope that you guys will enjoy those videos when they come. Yeah, I can't wait. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon in my next video.